True story. This is for women that roll by themselves, just like me. They solo. They always roll by themselves. Okay. This is a true story. This morning I got up. I went to CVS. And I'm trying to say this fast. I went to CVS. I got in the parking lot. I backed in. I always back in because I always stay ready. Women always stay ready. Always stay ready. As I back in this black SUV, a black Tahoe Suburban, black tinted windows, passes in front of my truck. Real slow. I get out the car, right? By the time I get out the car, they've parked a lot of spaces away from me. They roll the window down. They see me walking to the parking lot. I'm always alert. So I look, I'm like, okay, I see them roll the window down. I see them looking at me. They rolled it down enough to where I could see that it's a man. I can see the ethnicity. I can see a black baseball cap. I go into the CVS. I'm in about 20 minutes. I come back out, right? When I come back out, the black Suburban's still out there. Well, they watching me as I walk through the park. I mean, really watching me, like almost eye contact. And I'm like, yo, thinking to myself, like, yo, what's up? But mind you now, my alert status done kicked in. So I'm walking to my vehicle. So instead of going right to my car to get in it, I walk to the back of my car because now I'm looking for a number. I'm looking for a number. We're going to talk numbers in just a minute. I'm looking for a number. So I walk to the back of my SUV. I'm looking for a number. No number. I walk to the other side of my SUV. I'm looking. No number. So now I get in my vehicle. By the time I get in my vehicle, the black Suburban, they see me. So they roll up the window and then they drive off. They leave the parking lot. Leave the parking lot. So I get in my vehicle. I'm a hand washer. I'm a hand sanitizer. So when I've been in an establishment before, I touch anything in my vehicle, I sanitize my hands. But this time I use a wet wipe because it's really moist, right? So I wipe my hands. I sit there for a few minutes, pondering on what happened. I decide to leave. I'm on the road about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes down the road. I start feeling just a little bit dizzy. Okay, I'm like, whoa, nothing. I said, okay, anyway, I keep going. About 2.5 maybe minutes more. All of a sudden, bam. Y'all, I feel super dizzy, right? So I let my feet off the gas and I'm driving real slow. I'm coming up to a QT. I pull into the QT, facing the QT. I pull up, I put in park, I lock my vehicle. Women, keep your cars when you park, lock your windows. Don't send your vehicles without your doors being locked anymore. I pulled up to the QT and I'm like, I am so damn dizzy. I'm dizzy. In about a minute or two, who I see pull up? The black SUV, y'all. Who got out the vehicle? The dude with the black baseball cap, y'all. So I'm parked facing the QT, right? So by the time he walks on the sidewalk, right, he's coming in front with my windshield is. So he slows down and he look. Well, I see you looking at me. So I'm looking at you like, why is he looking at me? Why is he looking at me? Right. I'm extra suspicious because I'm tripping. I'm dizzy. He slowly walks to the door before he touches the door to go in. He turns right back around and he turns around and he looks at me. And I look at him and I was like, okay, Riri, what you cannot do is you cannot stay in this spot. When you feel like that, ladies, you cannot stay in that spot. I didn't stay in the spot. I backed up. I wasn't scared or anything. I backed up. I reached over because me and Sharika, I rode with Sharika because we cool, because I'm always by myself, so she always with me. So I reach and I got a touch and I'm like, Sharika, we good? You got me? She said, I always got you, Riri. I always got your back. I said, okay. So I can't make it home, but I can make it a little closer. So I put up to this other gas station, pretty much in the back door of my house, right? I sit there about 30 minutes, okay, to try to get myself together. I'm still feeling dizzy though. Let's talk about numbers. Women, if you're out here and you're by yourself and you're going places by yourself, when you come out to your vehicles, before you come and get in your vehicle, you're going to walk to the back of your car. You're going to look at the window at the back. You're going to look at the trunk. You're going to see if it's a number 1 written on. It's going to be in a circle. That means it's one person. You've been tagged by a trafficker or someone that wants to harm you. When you walk to your vehicles, women, if your back has to be to a van or SUV, you're going to make sure that you're able to see, because you're going to make sure that nobody's able to grab you, right, or get you. If you walk to your car when you're by yourself, you touch your door handle, right? When you touch your door handles, we're going to use stuff. We're going to use our shirt. We're going to use our dress, or we're going to start keeping napkins on us or Kleenex or whatever. We're no longer touching handles when we're by ourselves, because what happens is people are putting stuff in your door handles that's going to make you feel like this after so many minutes of being touched. And then you're going to pull over, and you're going to pull over because you are feeling you're tripping. That person that did is going to be the same one that walk up and say, are you all right? Do you need help? And then guess what? Your family will never see you again. If you have a child with you, they ain't going to never see you again. What we're not going to do is we're not going to let ourselves become victims, women. We're not going to let, we're not going to be victims. We're not going to let anybody use our bodies, profit off our bodies, hurt our bodies. God forbid if we got babies with us. We ain't gonna let anybody hurt our babies. We're not gonna do that, okay? We're just not going to be victims. And if it is, we ain't gonna make it easy. We ain't gonna be an easy victim. I was like, I use my platform for everything, to be silly, to dance, for music. If I got to use my platform, damn it, to make sure that I get information out like this so that women are safe, I'm going to do it. And that is what I'm doing. You can share this if you like. It's up to you. But I'm just telling you how I felt and what felt like something just wasn't right. Okay? I made it home safe. Y'all are too. You hear me?